เยธัมมาเหตุปภวาเตสังเหตุงตถาคตโตเตสัญจโยนิโรโทจะเอวังธรรมเหล่าใดเกิดแต่เหตุพระตถาคตเจ้าทรงตรัสแสดงเหตุแห่งธรรมนั้นและทางดับไปแห่งธรรมนั้น
Whatever dharma arises from a cause, the Tathagata shows the cause of those virtues and the cessation of those virtues. Chao Duan Wat Rae Rai when he was young, aged 16 to 17, while he was with his grandmother in Klingchan District, Thonburi, he often liked to travel. Always like a young man in the night. One night, it was a night, the moon was all lit up. The night went out as usual. 8 from the house, we continued walking until we reached the bridge over the canal. Saw a man. Are you walking up the bridge? When he reached the middle of the bridge, he looked again. Wat Rae Rai Cemetery, which is in front of the station Klingchan Police along the Ramat Canal, all of them are fine. They like to volunteer to lead the way, exchange for fried noodles, fried rice, their favorite things. Never trick anyone into panic. Catch a fever. When they learn that it's Chao Duan, a young man who likes to travel, who is not afraid of ghosts, he tells with a pocket voice that P. Duan remembers, please guide me. Over there, it's a garden. It was a dense tree, the tops of which collided. The way below was very dark. Out of sight. Nodded, no face, nods due to lack of head, replied. The latter walked in front of Wat Rae Rai, strange. Ha. The thickets of dark bushes, miraculous turn, can see the way faintly. Fatty guides him until the end, and the end of the cemetery. The young man also ordered, Fat brother, come pick me up at 3 p.m. then go buy some noodles for you. When he returned, Chao Duan stood and waited for him. Then lead us back to the middle of the bridge. Brother, I'm waiting here. Wait a moment to go buy noodles. In front of the blacksmith's temple before the ordination day, probably because Luang Por was able to contemplation since childhood and had traveled to hell before. Which caused the father to never accept respecting monks easily, especially monks who rarely practice, Klong Tham as well. Reverend Awa will flee quite a distance before paying respects to the monks. My father often asks me if I have seen hell or heaven. If I have been there, I pay homage and offer things. When I was with my grandmother in Bang Ramat Sub-district, Klingchan Buri District, where my grandmother always consulted me. It was good. The monks practiced it. If you like to preach, Luang Pho must consult with his uncle who has entered Hell City. It is suggested that these monks are Aryas, Bodhisattvas. If they have made merit and listen to the Dharma, they will not lose money. Ket, Wat Phukhao Thong, Bangkok 2. Master Pring, Wat Makok, Bangkok 3. Luang Pho Sod, Pak Nam Temple, Phasi Charoen Thonburi 4. Luang Pho Pan, Bang Nom Kho Temple, Sena District, Ayutthaya Province 5. Luang Pho Pan, Phikun Temple, Bang Ban District, Province Ayutthaya 6. Luang Pho Sun, Bang Pla Temple, Dr. Bang Ban District, Ayutthaya Province 7. Luang Pho Nong, Khlong Madan Temple, Song Phi Nong District, Suphan Buri Province 6. Luang Pho Niam, Noi Temple, Bang Pla Ma District, Suphan Buri Province Grandmother knows Luang Pho Pan. Before, I saw that my name was in my account. Clinging to J, not going anywhere, clinging until the day you die. End with the word, Bado, according to the teachings of Luang Por Pan. For this reason, Reverend Father Hermit Black Monkey therefore had the opportunity to be close to Luang Por Pan since childhood. Reverend Father Hermit Black Monkey always dreamed of, 1. Going to go on a trip in hell with Khon Nong 2. Going to a paradise with beautiful angels 3. Going to see the Brahma Lok Therefore, the father I wanted to ordain in the first place, so I wanted to find good monks who were knowledgeable, and able to teach them what they wanted. When he went to see Luang Pho Pan, he assured him that he could teach him, so he intended to ordain with him. On the date of ordination date in April 1937, Luang Por Parn gave a book of Visuddhimagga, concentration and Nithet, to study meditation before being ordained and read it for 10 days until it was enough to understand. He began to know some Buddhist language, and on June 8, 1937, he came to Reverend Father Pan to meditate and practice the 40 meditation practices in the Visut Path. He taught that the 40 meditation paths in the Visut must be studied and practiced in all of them in order to be able to practice them. Well, if you want to get snakes and fish, you don't need to study much. He continued, in matters of mood, meditation, but by mind, each pile must be memorized. Raise 44 ants, each pile must be memorized, emotional intuition, must be precisely remembered. As for the secret, he said that before reading and studying the meditation, you should light incense sticks and worship candles and pray. That have been received and obtained results in the past life. When it comes time to practice, the practice will not be more than 15 days, and if it continues for another 7 days, that group of meditation will reach its end. So he was ordained. In July 1480, at Bang Nam Kho Temple, Bang Nam Kho Sub-district, Sena District, Ayutthaya Province, where Phra Kru Ratanakorn Thrrm, Ban Pan Temple is the preceptor, Luang Por Pan, Bang Nam Kho Temple, is a pair of monks, Luang Pho Lek, Bang Nam Kho Temple. As a couple praying, it is ordained in the Mahanikaya side, converted by asking to be ordained in the Mahanikaya side. But the request for ordination is Dharma Yut. The cloaking is also Dharma Yut. That day, 3 more friends came to be ordained with him. The preceptor, who is a Dharma monk like Luang Pho Pan, said, "These 3 monks may not be ordained, but the other having to suffer due to family burdens, these 2 amulets, Phra Sawat or Sing Cow and Phra Nam or Small Monkey, after completing their 10 years of ordination, went to live in the forest. Do not interfere with the villagers until they die. You teach the subject of going into the forest to be a little harder. For this statue, Reverend Father Hermit, Monkey Dam, has to go into the forest as well, but temporarily enter the forest. Because there are many disciples, they have to stay and teach the Buddhist company for the rest of their lives. After 20 years, they have to leave the old school and go well. In the teachings of the preceptor until the completion of 5 years is called habit muttaka. The preceptor will be called 3 times a year to train 3 times a year have followed the orders of the preceptor very seriously.